everyone, and welcome back to LL United. I'm Lee, and this is
Liam.
This is just a little fun video. Obviously, with international break in the
Yeah.
England games, me and Liam thought we would do both of our combined 11s of our favourite teams, our favourite players of all time. Obviously, Liam's is more modern, isn't it, little man?
Yeah.
Because he's only really started to point Man U properly watching them last couple of years, so it's going to be a lot of current players. Whereas mine could go back to late 80s, 90s, 90s, and up to date. So it's going to be a lot more old school players and a lot of different types of players. Right, we're going to start with my 11, aren't we, Liam? Liam knows some of these players because he's heard me talking about them, and obviously you know a lot of legends, don't you? It was difficult for me because I could have picked so many players. There were so many different options in different positions because Sir Alex obviously rebuilt that Man U team numerous times. So in my opinion, that's what makes him the greatest manager of all time because of what he did with Man U, how many trophies he won and how many times he rebuilt. So we'll start with mine, and I went with a 4-4-2 to try and get the players in I wanted. And we'll start with goalkeepers. A couple of mentions, I could have gone with goalkeeper. I could have gone with De Gea, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Me and Liam both loved De Gea. We were gutted when he left, weren't we?
Yeah.
I could have put him in. There was 2 or 3 seasons where I think he was the best goalkeeper on the planet, where he was just unbelievable. The shot stopping was unreal. He was mint. And I know there's a lot of modern bias with all this playing out from the back stuff. But what a keeper should be judged on, in my opinion, do you agree, Liam, is keeping the ball out of the net, shouldn't they? Shot stopping. And he was mint.
Yeah.
Another one, an absolute legend, Van der Sar. Could have picked him as well. Unbelievable mint when he came into Man U. After Schmeichel, we had a period of time where we were struggling to find a keeper, where we went through quite a few keepers, and then Edwin came in, and he was class. Came from Ajax originally. Absolutely class, brilliant goalkeeper, brilliant shot stopper, just unbelievable. And that presence you want behind your defence at the back, really, really, that's what you want. And I could have gone with him as well, but I went with, who do you reckon I went with? Liam knows. Probably my favourite player as a kid, Peter Schmeichel. In my opinion, the greatest Premier League goalkeeper there is. And I think that's true. The only keeper who I reckon has come close recently is Alisson Becker at Liverpool, who I think has a lot of similar traits. And a lot of people say with a modern keeper about playing out, but the amount of times I watched Schmeichel throw and set up attacks on Man U, and just the shot stopping, just everything, his presence, the size of him, how he came out and commanded his box, he was just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The all-round best goalkeeper I've ever seen. Liam knows I like him, don't you, Liam? I absolutely love him. So Schmeichel's my goalkeeper. Right back. With my 4-4-2, my defence now. My right back, again, a couple of picks I could have had. I could have picked Paul Parker. And there's a couple of players who filled in over years like Wes Brown and John O'Shea. But I had to go with Gary Neville, with my generation. Again, I think he's one of the best right backs Premier League's ever seen. Maybe Kyle Walker's taken over him now. But I can't think of anyone else in Premier League. I really think he was quality, especially down that right-hand side with Beckham. The connection was just unbelievable. So I would go with Gary Neville. My left back, again, there was a few players I could have picked. Could have picked Luke Shaw from this team, couldn't we do? He's a very good left back. Could have picked Evra, but I had to go with Dennis Irwin, just because of his versatility as well, because obviously he was right-footed, but he played at left back. His free kick taking, his penalty taking, which were very good. So I went with Dennis Irwin, because I think he's one of the most underrated full-backs. I really do. I think he's quality. And then my centre-halves, again, this could have been so many. I had Pallister down, I had Bruce down, I had Vidic, so many quality centre-halves, but I went with Jaap Stam, who was, I know not at Man U for a long time, but he was an absolute beast, powerful, strong, fast, good with both feet, just quality. And I also went with Rio again, Rolls Royce of a centre-half, absolutely brilliant, and I think them two would have been brilliant as a pairing. Really, really could have put Vidic in there as well, but he's just missed out. And then my 4 in midfield. This was tough, wasn't it, little man? This was real tough. My 2 in centre of midfield, I went with Keane and I went with Scholes. I think Scholes is probably the best player I've seen at Man U. I just think he was brilliant. Everything, goals, assists, so good on ball. Could ping a ball 40 yards onto a sixpence, just absolutely quality. And then Keane in middle with him, captain, best captain I've seen. I think best captain in Premier League history, in my opinion. absolutely brilliant. Such a good leader on pitch, unbelievable. Juventus game when he got second yellow card, he didn't let his head drop, just kept going and pushed the team forward in that treble winning year. Unbelievable player, and again a player who, in my opinion, I don't think gets enough credit for how good he really was. A lot of people just see the tough side and him getting sent off, but there was a lot more to Roy Keane than that. And then originally I was thinking down the right hand side, I was thinking Ronaldo, because I wanted to get Ronaldo in, but I couldn't leave this player out, so I've had to leave Ronaldo out. I know a lot of people will be shocked by that. You are right, little man. That I haven't put Ronaldo in this 11, but I went with Beckham. Again, apart from Schmeichel, I'd say as a child, well, as a teenager and a bit younger, maybe he was my favourite player. Absolutely loved him. Another player who was criminally underrated. Unbelievable assists. That right foot is just unbelievable. Free kicks, absolutely brilliant. Such a good player, and I've put him in. I want to put him in. And then at left hand side, I don't really think there's an argument for anyone else really. Some mentions. Konchesky used to play on left and right. I could have put him in, to be fair. Lee Sharp is again another very good player. And we've had more modern players down, not so much wing players anymore. So, but I've gone with wingers and I've gone with Giggs. All-time leading appearance for Man U. Unbelievable how much he won. Just such a good player, and obviously reverting into central midfield as he got later on in his career. Unbelievable, absolute massive legend. Had to put Giggs in there on left. And then my front two, this could have been anyone. Loved Hughes as a kid, absolutely loved Mark Hughes. Could have been McClare, loved him. Ruud van Nistelrooy, absolutely brilliant forward, very good goal scorer. Could have had Cole, York, Van Persie. So many in the dude.
Yeah.
Solskjaer, Teddy Sheringham, but I had to go with the king. Cantona would put him just behind my other player, and my other player is Rooney, all-time leading goal scorer for Man U. It has to be Cantona and Rooney in my opinion. Cantona, just for what he did when he came into the club, turned us from nearly winners into winners, and then obviously Rooney, again another player who I don't think gets the credit he deserves. All-round footballer, just brilliant. Scored some brilliant goals, a scissor kick. My favourite though was the volley against Newcastle. Your dad loves a volley, doesn't he, dude?
Yeah.
Absolutely love a volley. So Cantona and Rooney for me, just unbelievable legends and unbelievably great players. And that's my 11. Right, now we're going to do Liam's 11, which is more of a modern 11, isn't it, little man?
Yeah.
Because Liam's only been like watching Man U probably 2-3 years maybe. Who's your keeper?
David De Gea.
Because
His
shot stopping, yeah.
Is mint.
Yeah, he was one of these, like I said, one of the best keepers in the world for 2 or 3 years, wasn't he, little man?
2 or 3 years.
Yeah, me and Liam both love De Gea. Obviously, Liam loves him. You've had a goalie top with his name on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you wish he was still at Man U?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Anana's making a few.
Anana's just making mistakes.
Yeah, I think De Gea last season had 17 clean sheets. He was a good player, wasn't he, dude?
Yeah.
Right, who's your right back, little man?
Right back. Oh God, Wan-Bissaka.
What do you like about Wan-Bissaka?
Well, his defending's good, and he also gets a bit forward.
Yeah, he's getting better at that, isn't he?
Yeah.
What about his last ditch tackling?
It's good.
It's mint, isn't it? His
mint.
slide tackling's real good, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's real good. He's really good at that. I like him as well, and I think he's massively improved, Andy. Like you say, going forward, he's really good going forward. Your left back?
Left back, Luke Shaw.
Yeah, I had Luke Shaw shortlisted on mine, and the players I could have picked. He's good at linking up with Rashford on left, isn't he?
And he can come forward and get the assists.
Yeah, he can get assists, yeah. He scored in Euro final, didn't he, for England?
Yeah.
And if obviously Southgate had a bit more about him, we would have won that final. Yeah, and your centre half?
Centre half, Varane and Martinez.
Yeah, Varane is just his quality.
Yeah, just quality.
How many Champions Leagues has he won with Real Madrid and that? He's good on ball, isn't he? Why do you like Martinez?
Martinez,
Tough.
because he's tough in challenges and
good hard tackling. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, again, I think Liam's made 2 good picks. I really like this centre half pairing. I know Varane seems to pick up a few injuries now, but when he's fit, him and Martinez, the best we've got at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah.
Definitely. And then your midfield 3, Liam's gone with a 4-3-3, by the way.
Yeah.
Your midfield, first one in midfield?
Bruno. He's like, there's nothing wrong with him.
No, he's good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's mint.
Yeah,
his and goals, his assists, they're amazing.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. Liam's right there. His stats for Man U are very impressive. And again, another player who probably doesn't get the credit he deserves, because a lot of people have him down as a bit of a whiner, but I love him. We both love him, don't we? We think he's a very good player. Who's your other midfielder?
Casemiro.
He's quality, isn't he?
Quality.
A lot of people saying he's gone this season, but I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I just think he's had a couple of bad games. Tough tackling, isn't he?
Yeah, his headers are amazing.
Yeah, he always goals, yeah.
In Newcastle game, in the cup final.
Yeah. Liam's right, he scored a few headers as well, which a lot of people didn't realise he can get goals as well. Again, very good player.
Yeah.
And who's your other midfielder?
Eriksen.
Yeah, Eriksen assists in the...
It was very hard. Not that many choices as well.
No, you ain't got as many choices as me, have you, little man? But Eriksen's a class player, very good player, gets a lot of assists, good on the ball. I like Eriksen as well. I think he's a good player.
Yeah.
Right, you front three?
Front three, Rashford.
Rashford up left?
Yeah.
Why do you like Rashford?
Probably because his goals.
Yeah, his goals.
I love him.
His skills.
Skills as well.
Yeah, he's got good skills.
Good
He's fast.
pace.
Yeah, fast. Pace, yeah. Unbelievable, yeah. Rashford is a good player. A bit hot and cold. Needs to find a bit more consistency. But he's a good player, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right, your right-hand side?
Right-hand side, Anthony.
Yeah, you like Anthony, don't you? He's a good
lovely.
Prospect. I agree with Liam there. I think he's on modern players we've got on right-hand side. Sancho hasn't really worked out. Palestri hasn't had many chances. I think Anthony will come good. I think there's a good player there in there.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah. And then your striker.
Ronaldo is just the goals, all the goals he scores and that.
You think he's the GOAT, don't you?
Yeah, I do think he's the GOAT.
Liam absolutely loves Cristiano Ronaldo. We've seen him live and all, haven't we? A couple of times for Man U. Liam's seen him. We went when he came back this second time round. I nearly put him in my team and all, but I think he did a bit more for Real Madrid. But I know this younger generation love him. I like him and all. I think he's a quality player, and his records and his goals and what he's won stands for itself, doesn't it? You can't really argue with it. So that's your team: 4-3-3. De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez, Shaw, Bruno, Casemiro, Eriksen, Anthony, Ronaldo, and Rashford.
Yeah.
It's a good team. Who do you reckon win between my team and your team?
Your team.
Yeah, I think my team would win as well. He knows his football. He knows my team would win, although his team is good. I reckon if them two teams played each other, I reckon it'd be 3-0 to my team.
Yeah.
I really do. I think my team would dominate. Too much class in my team. But anyway, I hope you've liked this video. Just a little bit of fun, wasn't it, Liam?
Yeah.
And me and Liam are going to England versus Italy in the qualifier this week on Tuesday. And we're going to do a little vlog. I know it's not United based, but it's the first time we've both been to Wembley and we're excited, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to going to Wembley, seeing England play. So we're going to do a little vlog, so maybe do a little bit of extra for this channel. So I hope you want to watch that and all. Why don't you drop your comments below with your favourite teams of Man United over the years, your best 11. Tell us what you think about me and Liam's picks, if they're good, what you think if your team would beat one of our teams, and all that sort of stuff. And then that's about it, really, isn't it, little man?
Yeah.
So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, get your comments below, and we'll see you at Wembley, won't we, little man?
Yeah.
This has been Lee and
Liam.